All right, y'all, so I'm headed out to look for Sidewinders in southern Utah. We'll see how it goes, but I'm taking a quick pit stop and just flipped this large Sonora. I haven't seen many that are bigger than this. I mean, just a big ground snake right here. Typical looking, but cool area to find one. And we'll see how the rest of the day goes. It's getting close to the end of April, and I feel like I've been getting fairly unlucky recently. I've gotten really close to certain things, but just not quite there. But maybe today's the day where I can turn up a pretty cool find. So I was in the sand here. You can see my footprints. I was following some tracks, which I'll show you in a little bit of what the tracks look like. But this is exactly what I was looking for. We have a Sidewinder just sitting right there. We're in the area of Utah where they're more pinkish, which is really, really cool. I mean, it's like 1:30 in the afternoon. The high today is like 78, but it's definitely a little warm. But when you find these speckled kind of shaded areas, they could just be sitting there even with the warm sand. But I'm so stoked. I've struck out several times recently, not seeing much or seeing tracks and then not finding it. And I actually saw another pair of smaller Sidewinder tracks earlier today. Followed it for like almost 40 yards and then lost it. But now just found this dude sitting in the shade after following some bigger tracks. Definitely an adult. They don't get too much bigger. But the in situ of these Sidewinders is so cool. Yeah, I'm just so stoked about this. As you can tell in the background, I'm in much different habitat, and I just flipped this very small ground snake. I'll probably switch to another area soon to do hiking instead, but cool to at least get another snake. All right, I'm checking out this oasis type desert area. First crack I check. Kind of hard to see it back in there, but you can kind of just see it move there. We got a red spotted toad, so that's kind of the second thing I'm looking for. First most would be a canyon tree frog, so hopefully we can turn one of those up and maybe get a better look at a red spotted toad. All right, y'all, right here is our target. This is a canyon tree frog. It was kind of just hanging towards the outside of a crack next to the water, and it is really cool how easily these guys climb walls, which obviously, you know, not surprising considering they're a tree frog. Definitely built for that, but cool that we could get this and a red spotted toad. I think I saw a couple more, so we should be able to get a look at those red spotted toads a little bit better, but we'll put this guy right back next to his crack, although I assume he might be coming out to the water pretty soon once it's dark. The beautiful in situ. We got a wall here, couple holes running up this sort of seam in the rock, just textbook. Kind of back in this hole is a large canyon tree frog just sitting there, so we'll leave it there. But kind of crazy, definitely can't go back deeper than that, and you know, all day he'll just sit there in that little crack. Oh, might have found a little hot spot because there's like 3 more back in there. See if I can get this zoom in at all. I can only see one that's in the way, but another stash. All right, I am doing some night cruising in Nevada with Aiden right now. We had a trip for another reason, but while we can, thought we'd get out and try to herp a little bit. Just cruised this banded gecko that was booking it across the road. I've never seen one faster than this guy, but it was cool to see him sprinting, and thankfully got a hold of it. But we'll let him on his way. Okay guys, it is just minutes after that banded gecko. I put on the herping playlist songs. Had to let that car pass as well, but so happy about this. Just getting the snake. It's May 2nd, I believe, and it's probably about 9 o'clock right now, and we just cruise this guy. So really cool. He's super chill. We'll make sure he gets across the road, but we'll definitely get a couple pictures of him while he's just sitting here like this. We're gonna be doing some evening and night hiking tonight, but in this leaf litter, just heard something bouncing around and hiked up this small but nice chunky Arizona toad right here. So we'll see what else we turn up. We could get skunked, we could find a few things, who knows, but it's good just to get out. Okay, so it's a little while after dark, and this is a strange in situ in this wall right here. It's a juvenile desert spiny lizard just sitting there. And right before that, we found this guy pretty much kind of in the same type of situation as well. This is a adult right here, but it's pretty pale. Normally have more orange heads, kind of a black collar, and then black and yellow speckling down the back, but pretty pale. Interesting in situ is they're probably just hang out here at night until the sun hits the wall in the morning, but pretty cool to find these guys. Okay, so we've been seeing a ton of Rocky Mountain toads just everywhere, and several of these guys as well, but I don't think I've shown one yet. So here's a nice looking red spotted toad. I saw one earlier with just absolutely covered in these red spots, but cool. There's a couple different species here, and no snake yet. Who knows if it'll happen, but we'll see. All right, so we literally just got done hiking. We decided we're gonna head out back to the road, maybe try some night cruising. And on our way out, no more than probably 3 minutes leaving the parking lot where we were hiking, we just stumbled upon this gopher snake. And this is my somehow my first gopher snake I've got in Utah this year, and it is a really nice one. Still a juvenile, but not that small, but has some nice patterning there, especially towards the front. Really stoked we could get this guy. I didn't want to leave with no snake, so this definitely saves the day. Still would have had a great day, but just seeing this guy makes it a whole lot better. So we'll see if we find something else. If not, it is all good. All right, guys, we are doing some hiking in this canyon. It is early May, and we just hiked up this gopher snake right here that Jens is holding. We were trying some flipping, but it's pretty dried out, so we started just going to hiking. And in a very short span, we found this huge gopher snake along with this gopher snake right here. And we've just been getting some pictures of them. We'll probably let them go right in the same area together in case they have any plans together. But really cool patterning on this guy. They're huge gopher snakes, super thick. Just remind me a lot of bull snakes right now, but this one has some really cool black, and then this one has more kind of brownish patterning in the middle there. But just two tanks of gopher snakes. Super excited to see these, and we still got several hours left today to see if we can find anything else. Okay, we have moved to a different area, different habitat as well, and Nicole just spotted another gopher snake. This one maybe a little bit longer than the others, but definitely a lot skinnier. The other ones I'd say were a lot thicker than average, and then this one's closer to standard, maybe on the skinny side, but some beautiful coloration, some like super light tan on the head there, that kind of runs throughout the most of the body, and the rest of it is pretty standard coloration, but just that super light brown tan is really cool. And it probably is more common in this type of desert habitat compared to where we were earlier, but I was kind of surprised that this guy was out moving during the heat of the day. All right, y'all, right up there's a desert tortoise. Might be doing some digging or something. We'll get closer, but we'll leave it be. All right, we kind of thought from afar that was its tail end, but I guess it's sticking out just out of its burrow. Definitely one of the smaller ones I've seen. I mean, it's obviously still a big tortoise, but they can get a lot bigger. Still, I'm yet to see a juvenile, so seeing one of those would be sick. But cool that this guy's just chilling here. They really don't mind you if you're not too rowdy around them. They'll just hang out, which is pretty cool. Okay, it was less than 5 minutes after that other desert tortoise, and crossing the trail, actually out in the open, is this little desert tortoise right here, about the same size as the other one actually, but he kind of just walked right up to us and then is now munching on some grass and stuff. So 2 within 5 minutes, that's really cool. But we'll let him get on his way. Who knows, maybe we'll see more because we got a couple more hours of good temps today. So we were just looking in this crevice here and could tell that was definitely a tortoise burrow there. Then just took a step or two up here and found a third desert tortoise in like the last 20-30 minutes. I mean, they're just everywhere right now, and it's about the same size as the others. Probably an adult, but you know, they still can get quite a bit bigger. Okay, we're trying a little bit of late afternoon to evening cruising, and you guys guessed it, we got another big old gopher snake. So 4th snake today, all 4 the same species, all 4 pretty dang similar size. Something about today is big gopher weather, but I always love these guys, especially close to the head there, that patterning. But got a 4th one, who knows, maybe we'll see another 1 or 2 today. Okay, y'all, I've been hiking around for quite a while now today with Finn and Andrew, and we just stumbled upon, well, I kind of walked right over him, and then Finn found this desert horned lizard with some really nice orange. Kind of hard, like always, for it to actually show up on camera, but got a lot of really beautiful yellow wildflowers around here, and then a stunning horned lizard. So we kind of just got into this habitat. We might do a little bit looking for sidewinders. We lost a coach whip earlier, but other than that, it's kind of been slow. Had a lot of those gophers yesterday, but maybe we'll turn up a couple things before the end of the day. Still holding on to quite a bit of hope. Should turn up something. Okay, so not too long after that horned lizard, hiking around these dunes still, and just hiked up on this desert tortoise right here. There's my hand, pretty close to it for size comparison. If my hand is probably spread out, it's about the same size. So this is definitely one of the smaller ones I've seen, if not the smallest, and it has some really nice coloration as well. Some dark on the sides, really light gray or brown on the top there. But he's just chilling. It's kind of cloudy now. I'd be surprised if he starts deciding to head back to his hole with the nearby storms. But pleasure to see another one of these, especially after getting to already see quite a few yesterday. Okay, y'all, hopefully it's not too windy to hear me. No snakes yet, but seeing these tortoises makes that not bad at all. So this one's a lot bigger than the other one. It's got a little bit of, looks like it's been eating some purple flowers or something there. You can kind of see on its nose and the front of its shell there. But really cool. Okay, Finn is holding this desert hairy scorpion that he flipped. It's been super chill, just kind of walking across all of our hands. Actually, my first time fully holding a scorpion for quite a while, so cool to get this guy. Temps are dropping quick. We're just trying to get back to the car before we get rained on, but here's a nice find for along the way. Okay, I normally don't show these guys in video because of how common they are, but just got this side blotch lizard in hand, and this one has some really nice orange under the chin. They often got a little bit of blue there, but this is probably the most orange one I've seen before. All right, y'all, it's May 14th. This is probably gonna be the last couple clips for this video, but we're gonna try a little bit of night cruising down here in southern Utah. Might hit a little bit of Arizona, but we just cruised up on this very small juvenile Great Basin gopher snake. So good start, was pretty quick. We also saw a Great Basin rattlesnake that had just barely got hit, unfortunately, but got one off the bat, and hopefully it keeps up like this. All right, it is 9:15, no more than 5 to 10 minutes after the last gopher snake. Just cruised up on this one right here. This one has a little bit more of that darker patterning, which I kind of like on these guys because it's more contrast between that light tan base color. But super cool to get this guy. Nice head patterns there, and we're off to a good start. We're gonna keep it up. No more than 10 minutes later, we cruised up this small Tantilla, southwestern black-headed snake. So I think this guy was earlier on in the video that we flipped, but we just cruised one shortly after. We're at a really good pace, and you know, not gonna get our hopes too high that it's just gonna hold like this for too long, but it's looking good right now. Okay, Gene here is holding our next find about 20 minutes later, and I am so stoked about this. We got another California king snake. This is the third one that I've seen in this area, and just every time we're down here, this is one of the main targets, what I want to see. I always love finding any sort of Lamprey-peltis, any king snakes, milk snakes, just amazing. I love the black and white patterning. Super, super cool. This is kind of our big target for this area, and then obviously just whatever else we can find. But if we can find a snake that beats this tonight, I will be thoroughly impressed. And if we don't find anything else, I'm completely satisfied with tonight. This is a lifer for quite a few of the people here, and me and Aiden have herped a ton with not a ton of success for these, so it's so cool being able to just cruise up on one of these and instantly just see it in the headlights and know exactly what it is.